Hi everybody, this is Carpo. Now, let me first start off by saying that this video is kind of a preamble to a book I'm writing, and I'd like to share this book with everyone. And I'm asking everyone to share this video with anyone you know. And I have a little preamble about why I'm doing this. This isn't about me. And this isn't about money, and I'm not going to try to gather any money from any of this stuff. This is something that has been a lifelong work for me that I've wanted to share with everyone from the time I was about 17 years old. I mean, about 20 years have passed. And, I don't have any fancy gimmicks or banners or intros or music, but I have information that I want to share with everyone. And so I'll start off with what I wrote down here because it'll kind of keep me on track. And since I was a young kid, I've had a desire to drive or to teach, to assist everyone in any way I possibly can. And I'm not talking about, helping an old lady across the street. I'm talking about mental acuity and awareness. And there's always been something nagging at the back of my mind, and I've never known what it was, but I've always wanted to share it with everyone. And I've had this feeling that I would be some sort of either a leader or a teacher. I just never knew where I was. I'm currently a carpenter, but in my years I've spent researching the unknown, the paranormal, UFOs, and spirituality, which I was an agnostic for most of my life. I learned to have a healthy skepticism towards everything. First off, I don't think monetary gain should be a driving factor, and with a lot of these new age ideas, they start out good and have good intention, but then they get backed by hard money and it becomes all about monetary gain. How many people can you get signed up to do your little psychic class or whatnot, which may or may not work for everyone, and this is when it becomes, when money is involved, this is when people lose track of what's really important. I have to do this on a budget. No frills. Sorry, I don't have any money. But I do have, my knowledge, and that's what I'm hoping I can share. And I'm not trying to, first off, impress any particular belief, because I don't believe anyone has a monopoly on what's right and what's wrong, and what's true and what's not. So this is all about opening your mind to the possibilities, using sacred geometry and reason, and we'll get into that. Anyway, I believe that by posting these videos I'm contributing to the whole of the picture, and I believe that the internet is the only way that we can do that right now. I'll try to set aside my politics, theories, personal beliefs, to create a format that's acceptable to everyone, which means everyone of every creed, race, religion. And a lot of these videos that I see set up by people tend by the end to lean towards one religion or another, and I'm telling you right now, that's not where I'm at. I don't have a religion. I just use what I see to incorporate into my daily routine, and off we go. I have a strong urge to find the truth, and I believe finding like-minded people and organizing a movement can be the only real way to do this. And in order to do it, we have to sift through the garbage, and there's a lot of garbage on the internet. And I don't want this to be considered just more garbage. I think this is really important. Now, when I get to the actual book, you'll see what I'm talking about. It takes a long time to get to the point, but I'm just going to read it as I go, chapter by chapter, as I'm writing it, because I think it's important for everyone to understand. First of all, false prophecies and how they affect the movement. When people talk about actual dates and whatnot, they start these little groups and they figure out these dates. October 19th, this is going to happen. November 23rd, and it moves on and on. It's kind of like even the 2012 people, the doomers, that thought that 2012 was the end of the world. Now they're moving on to 2017 and 2036 and all these different dates where asteroids and comets are going to come. And I think that that's historically just in the nature of man to have this desire for something intense to happen. And I've always felt like something intense was going to happen in my lifetime. But now that I realize that it's not a destructive but a constructive movement, then I've really perked up to the fact that maybe, just maybe, humanity can be saved. Maybe we're not doomed to what we think is our fate. which is a society, a collapse of money, a complete breakdown of society, or a solar flare taking out the grid, and basically people turning into zombies and defending their homes with shotguns and feeding off of the garbage. I don't see that. I think that most of us will make it through. I do see strife ahead. I'm not ignorant, and I know we're going to go through some rough times, but I think if enough people are awakened, we could maybe have the 100th monkey effect, and things could change. These New Age systems, these classes, these groups, they're all based on structure. And when you have structure, it's a belief system. When you have a belief system, you've already given up on the possibilities of what could be. It's like, I never believed in past lives, and my mother and her friend would always talk about it. And they would try to convince me. And I'm like, look, when my studies come to past lives, maybe I'll believe it, maybe I won't. As it stands now, I'm kind of on the fence about it still. But here's the thing, I don't draw any one conclusion, say yes, humans are born into only humans, or yes, humans are born into anything. Some people believe we could be reincarnated as a rock. I think it's way more complex than that. It's not reincarnated into a rock. Your body, your life force is transported to another place, another dimension, another realm, perhaps back here. I don't know. And that's why I'm doing this, is to open this up to everyone so we can discuss these ideas. First of all, I want everyone to know that, in my opinion, I think using intuition to find the truth is our strongest tool and our strongest asset. If we just use our intuition and focus on what's going to happen, what could happen, you're really going to be a lot better off than trying to do the homework, in my opinion. Science equals religion, period. Science, there's walls built around, between, and within religion and science, and none of them allow us to fully prosper to what it could be. And the problem with religion mainly is that religion and politics have never answered the truth of why are we here. And this is the question: why are we here? What happens after we die? And if you can't answer those questions with science or religion, then we need to move on to a different format of thinking. And we're going to see what that might be. Nobody has a monopoly on the truth, and never will. You have to seek the truth within yourself, and there are many paths, and they're all allowed. I don't care if you're a Buddhist, a Christian, Muslim, everybody has equal opportunity to see these things and to experience these things. You don't have to meditate, but you can meditate. You don't have to do yoga, but if yoga works for you, right on. You have to change your opinion. Now, this is a big one. This is the most important thing for me, and this is about the end of this little preamble thing. You have to be able to wake up every single morning and change your ideals and opinions based on the evidence that's put before you. And that's tough for a lot of people. I think that's the hardest thing, is people want rock solid evidence. They want proof. They want to know why things are the way they are, and they want to know what's going to happen after they die. And that's where religion has drawn its walls and built its opinionated structure. So, in my belief that, nobody has a monopoly on this, you also have to have, you can't have a monopoly on your own beliefs either. You'll never be completely in touch with what you know. You'll always be seeking and trying to find the end and the truth, and hopefully one day we're able to find that, and we're going to look together. And the book it's called Manna from Orion, and I'll explain later why, but this is the end of my little preamble. I just want everybody to know that I have a strong belief that everybody needs to be included, and this is where we've gone wrong for so long, is everybody who tries to help always has a predisposed belief, and we can't do that. We have to be able to change our opinion constantly. So, peace be with you all. Love you much. The next video will be the chapter 1 kind of, and we'll move on from there. So, peace. Everybody have a good day. Love you.